May the fourth be with you, and also with those Jedis over at the Fed who are going to tell us something we already know and then watch the market react like it matters.
This is a mess with Jacob.
Okay, guys, so the Fed speaks today, and quite often when that happens the day before, you get a lot of whipsaw and choppiness that doesn't give you a whole lot of information, and it's kind of a wasted trading day, and that's kind of what we saw yesterday. We did get a couple of nice nuggets in there, and we do have a couple options for how this next move can play out. I'll get into all that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, quick housekeeping note, guys. I am out of town on Friday, so there will be no video on Friday. All right, guys, so let's jump into the charts and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 5-minute S&P 500 futures chart. And what we saw today was a couple interesting things. So the first thing is we saw a spike up here to make a new high. And that new high pushed all the way to the 618 retrace of the move down. And that is a very good sign for the bulls because a wave 4 would typically come up to this 50% retrace at the max and almost never hits the 618. So while it hasn't invalidated, it has moved up higher than you would expect and does make the move down seem less likely at this time. The second thing is none of this is impulsive for the bears. It is all sloppy up here. You would expect a move down off the high to be very strong and impulsive if we're going to go take out this low. So nothing for the bears as of right now in that regard. The biggest question we have is if the bulls are going to take this higher, how are they going to do it? Do they need a pullback low to reset and build off of? Or do we see a slingshot here where we get a direct move higher in a wave 3? So we got the top here in a clean 5-wave movement, and then we pulled back to the 382 off of this high. So when you see that, it's very possible that this just could have been all of 3, and this is all of wave 1 up here. But this move here, this move up to the high is very sloppy and counts best as 3 waves. So very often when you see that, you get an expanded B wave. You could make a very weak argument that you have a leading diagonal here, which is why I have the little blue 1 up here for wave 1 of 3. And in that case, this pullback would be wave 2 of 3, which did hold the 764 retrace of that move up. And now you've got kind of a set of nested 1-2s here with it kind of just grinding sideways right now. So the big key is going to be what happens after this consolidation. If it launches higher, okay, and breaks through this 42.18 level, which would be the pivot for the move up, if it does that, then it's very likely we are in wave 3 of 3 and starting higher, and our target up would be at that point the 1236 at 42.75. So if they can push directly higher, it needs to break through this 42.18 level, and if it does break 42.18, then 42.01 is our support, and any move back down through that would be considered a failure of the move up. Okay, so if they do try to take this directly higher, 42.18 is the level they really need to break to make that happen. However, given this 3-wave move that I do think is a expanded B wave, my primary thought is that we are going to get a pullback here, a drop in a C wave towards this 41.09 area. It can hold as low as 40.84 on the pullback because that would be the 764 of this high here. When you get an expanded B wave, you can measure from here to get that 764. So 40.84 would really be our kind of line in the sand we would look for it to hold if we're still going to have a bullish move higher. But that's kind of what I'm looking for given this structure here. This move up to the high is just a very sloppy structure and really counts best as 3 waves. So to me, it looks like you have an A, an expanded B, and you'd be looking for a C wave down towards the 41.25 to as low as 40.84 area. Okay. For the bears, if they want to take control of this market, I really think they need a high to build off of so they can push up over this high and maybe get a failure and then get an impulsive move down to give us a new low. That is a possibility. However, there is nothing for the bears right here off of this high. This is all very sloppy, so I would not expect a new low given the structure that we're seeing off the high. Okay, so over on the NASDAQ, very similar to what we're seeing on the S&P 500, only the NASDAQ has a little bit of better news as its spike up today, its expanded B wave is up into this wave 1 territory here. So that's a very strong signal that the move down is failing and that the bulls are in control of the market. Now, the NASDAQ is much sloppier than the ES in this area. So this gives me further belief that we do need a pullback here to break this low, to give us a low to build off of, and then start the next leg higher. So I don't think the direct move higher is the route on the S&P 500, because the NASDAQ really needs a pullback to a low to reset, and that low would target the 12,938 to 12,817 area for wave 2 down. If they're able to break 12,817, then they can possibly push down and make a new low. But again, the bears have nothing impulsive coming off of this high. This is all very sloppy and corrective looking. So as of right now, the bulls are in control. I do expect a pullback in this wave 2 into the target zone of the 50% retrace down to the 764. And then we would look for another impulsive move up from the bulls to keep control of this market. Guys, if you like the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. Okay, there's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link and it will take you right over to the website. Once you get over there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 amazing plans that both come with a 7-day free trial, because I want you to get in there, try it out, make sure you love it, and become part of our trading family before you ever spend a penny. Okay, our first room is my Invest with Jacob room. In there, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, as well as all of your Elliott Wave questions answered. We do trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades last from a few days to a few months, and is a little less trading than a day trading room. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary trading method that absolutely crushes the market. You really need to see it to understand how powerful it is, and that's why we give you that 7-day free trial. Okay, guys? He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 in an account to show you how to build a small account into a big savings or retirement account. He's averaging 3 to 4% gains per week in that account. So if you're trying to build up your account into something bigger, he is a great teacher for that. All right, guys, so we'd love to have you in there. Come on over and let's make some money together. All right, guys, key takeaways for today. I ultimately think we need a pullback on the S&P 500 down here to this 4109 to 4084 level. And from there, we would look for the bulls to find support and start an impulsive move higher. However, if they do decide to take the direct route higher, we would want to see them push through 4218 up toward our 4275 target at that point. Okay, over on the NASDAQ, it's much sloppier than the S&P 500, and it looks like it needs a low to reset. And I would expect that low to come down to that 12,938 to 12,817 region and find support and then push higher in wave 3. All right, guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.